Vuga Online Radio on socials, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and the other socials that you take off, find us there. It's Vuga Online Radio. Catch us there. And our website is vugaonlineradio.co.za. My name is DJ Hotlane. That's what I go by. And I'm here to bring you good news. And today, the good news is Samuel. He's going to share what he does in the climate space. He's going to tell us about his climate advocacy, his climate activism, and what they're doing in Uganda to make a difference. And hopefully you'll find yourself interested in what he does. And if you want to speak to him, there'll be more information on how you can get in contact with Samuel. But without further ado, I'm going to say, Samuel, hello. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, hello to our listeners and our viewers. It's good morning from Uganda, and it is so humbled to be here to discuss issues concerning climate change. I really appreciate that young people are coming out to listen. Also, the elders be given a platform where they can really sit down with young people and listen to climate issues and see how best we can work together to have solutions. I'm a climate activist from Uganda, and I am doing climate awareness in schools. I'm doing climate action in communities to make sure that young people can really, or elders can really understand how best we need to conserve our environment and how can we as young people get into leadership, but through a sustainable way that we have back in our mind that yes, we can really do politics or do development within our communities, but at the same time consider the generations that are coming up and how best we can come up with development that is sustainable in our communities. At the same time, empowering young people with information about climate and what actions can they take that help them to have a mindset change in their communities and lead development and growth within the communities. Looking at Uganda as a country.
Samuel, let's give, this is a taster now. We're going to take an air break, so let's not spoil them too much.
Okay.
They're going to get, there's more information coming, guys. There's more knowledge. Samuel is, you can see he's excited to share everything that he does and what they're doing in Uganda. So I hope you guys listening there are also interested, also excited about the show. This is one of the best shows that we've done so far, and as you can see, Samuel is ready to go. So please tell your family, tell your friends, tell your father, tell your mother, tell the grandparents, tell your kids, tell everyone to tune in and share the positive vibes. Okay, we're gonna go to a mini ad break. We're gonna take a short break and we'll be back.
The home of inspiration every day.
Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful.
From news,
countries across the globe have been hit by the COVID-19 virus.
Views.
There's a global trend to see an increase in GBV incidences, specifically domestic violence.
Sports.
What do you say? It's a really good ball. It's Shabalala.
And music to inspire you every day. This is Vuga Online, your inspiration radio station.
Welcome back to Vuga Online Radio. This is DJ Hotlane for Africa's leaders in sustainability. We have one of our leaders in Uganda, and He's going to tell. He's really excited about the show. Thank you so much. So tell us more about what you guys do. What activities are you guys providing for Uganda? Who are you working with? Who have you collaborated with in terms of the activities that you've been providing?
I'm here as a member or as a financial director of Earth Volunteers. However, I'm into so much doing groundwork, being in communities, in schools, making sure that we can empower young people with information, knowledge, skills about climate change, about leadership, and about sustainable life, like sustainable ways of living. So we are working with a lot of NGOs, not only in Uganda, but even outside Uganda. These are organizations that have looked at how best can we collaborate together as grassroots organizations to work together to make sure that, yes, we can have a benchmark, learn from one another. Looking at a different perspective, like Uganda, we are receiving rain at the same time we are receiving a dry season. And then you look at countries like Nigeria or the ones that are in the Sahara Desert, you'll find that for them, they don't even have enough rain. But you see that they are surviving. So we try to benchmark how best can we adapt to our dry seasons in line with the information that we get from the people who have been adapting to desert situations. So we are working with very many organizations in Uganda, and these are some of them government agencies, to see that we can collaborate and come up with potential power or potential ability where we can all stand in to conserve our nature. We stand with everybody, we stand with every community that is into environmental conservation, let it be at any level. So we're looking at bringing young people into active leadership where young people can get into different positions. This can be at the area MP parliament level, it can be at the district level, can be at regional level, let it be even in churches. We have portions where we can give in the little aspect of leadership in line with what can church teach about young people in line with nature conservation. What is the aspect of the church in line with conserving nature? What is the aspect of the cultural leaders? These could be the kings, these could be our LOC ones, chairmen. What are they doing, or what are their idea or perspective in line with conserving nature? So all of this, we bring it together and see that we can have the same take for conservation.
Yeah. No, this is very powerful, meaningful work, somewhat, especially considering the fact that you are involving everyone, from traditional leaders, religious leaders, politicians, government, private sector as well. And that's I'm sure that covers a lot of ground as well, because those are the main institutes that have masses and that can influence the masses. So that's great work on that. And then who currently are you doing this as an individual, or are you working with an NGO or with a private company or government?
Currently, we are under an NGO called Earth Volunteers, an initiative that is working to make sure that we bring young people into the volunteering work towards nature conservation and any work form that is into the environment space. However, we are also looking at we are also working with government agencies around the country to make sure that we have more impact, because if we don't bring the government agencies on, it means that our voice is limited. So if we look at also bring the government on board, different agencies, such that they can help us in decision making, they can help us in policy making, but also they can help us in financing some of our projects that we are doing in the communities. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, wonderful. And so far, what I've realized is that there's a lot of pushback, a lot of resistance from government agencies, from society in general. There's stereotypes, there's myth, there's blame shifting, there's lack of participation. But now I wanted to find out from you, okay, firstly, which village are you based in? And what are some of the benefits that the schools you work with have gained from your projects, as well as what are the challenges as well that you are facing?
I'm currently based in Wakiso district. It is one of the districts that is in the central Uganda. I'd say next to the capital city, but on the outskirts. Some of the benefits, some of our schools that we have been engaging with have benefited a lot. One, we provide these schools, or the students in the schools, with reading materials. These are books telling the different topics about climate change, about environmental conservation. We don't only provide these reading materials in line with what we think is best outside, but we also consider the different topics that are already into the school curriculum. Looking at if it's biology, how can a student who is doing biology comprehend or understand more about biology in line with the environment? How is the student doing geography understand more about the skill he has in geography in line with environment? So you find that our book has a lot of skills, not only looking at the climate action but the climate action area, but also looking at these other aspects of how can a scientist, how can a history student be able to get up from the zone of being an historian to a zone of understanding the environmental sector. We are also providing schools. Every school that we go to, we provide with them fruit trees. Looking at why we decided to have fruit trees at first is because all the schools we have in Uganda, you find that most of them are having spaces, and where the spaces are, we realize that they are not being used up productive. Two, if we put in these trees which are fruit trees, students will be able to earn fruits at the end of the day, but at the same time they are providing shade within the school. These are some of the benefits. At the same time, apart from having the fruits, having the shade, we are also purifying the environment within the school, such that young people are not being given or not receiving air pollution within their school. And these are the young generation that we are trying to nurture, such that they can also live in a community or within an environment that is beautiful as we used to live. So some of the challenges that we are really facing is that there is a lot of financing. So that's why we are trying to make sure that we can get into government agencies to support us here and there. We are looking for people to collaborate with, and find it's not easy because most people in these different organizations or into this space, they look at it in line with being a one-man being a one-man show. That if someone wakes up in the morning and is the only person who is doing agriculture, we will not give the skills to another person. So we are trying to change that, and it's a challenge.
Okay.
At the same time, accessing funding.
No, can I come back to that? Someone will just continue to take a break. No, I'll come back to that. This funding is a major challenge. And yeah. No, we'll come back. We'll come back to that. Let's take a short break.
The Africa Center for Work-Based Learning is a professional development center for professionals who aim to improve their professional standing. This means that the learning programs we run are more than just academic programs. They are work-based programs that focus on leveraging your current experience as a professional to build your overall profile. A year down the line, the Africa Center for Work-Based Learning is developing into a preferred center for professional development in Pretoria, with 8 professional development faculties including accounting, teaching, entrepreneurship, as well as IT and many more. For more information, go to acwbl.org or dial +27 12 751 7608. The Africa Center for Work-Based Learning, where work is learning.
Okay. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. This is Hotlane Radio. This is DJ Hotlane on Africa's Leaders in Sustainability. We've got Samuel here from Uganda, Workshop District, and he's telling us all the lovely stuff that he does in schools, for the youth, for your kids, for the future, for your future. And this is what it's all about. Okay, too. So it's all about. We are here to live, and we cannot just take, we cannot just destroy, we cannot just consume. You know, we need to take care, take up space, take care of the environment, take care of ourselves, take care of our bodies, take care of our minds, take care of the planet. You know, this is our home, the only one we have. And now there's another challenge now for government institutions, financing, funding for these initiatives, for people like Samuel, myself also. Yeah, I need to mobilize more people. There's a lot of people that are looking to jump in on this. There's a lot of youths that are out there. If they don't have access to these facilities, these programs, a clean, viable, healthy education and lifestyle, they'll come up with alternatives, and they'll gain alternative behaviors. Yeah, let's work together on this. Even you listening here at home, share this. It will end up somewhere in the right hands. Somebody will hear what needs to be done and what we are doing. And so right now, we're going to ask someone. Just have a question, one question. It's a big question for me. Did you always know that that you are going to be in this, that you are going to be a climate activist? Did you always know that you're going to be part of this journey in sustainability? Since primary school, high school, when did you realize that this is who you are and this is where you want to be?
Actually, I didn't realize that I'm going to be a climate activist from day one, because it has been not that easy to get here where I am. But looking at the structure of our curriculum and our behaviors, you will find that there is a lot that is running into our minds. Our parents want us to be what they think is the best, and our elders can also influence us. But when I was in my secondary level, it happened that where we were staying, it flooded because of the heavy rains, and this was because of the poor planning within our community. And leaders were not taking up the initiative of taking the responsibility to put up the right drainage channels in the area. So when it rained, it flooded, and everything was really in a mess. And when I got into university, I was happy that I was given a course into environmental science to study and understand more about the environment. So this, I would say it was just mentoring me of what happened in the previous of my secondary life. And just imagine that you have gone to school and then you come back home and you find that everything is in a mess. It has rained and there is no food, there is no water, everything is disorganized at home. No beds, they have been all wet and there is nothing like left. So all that. So when I joined university, got into learning and being exposed into this climate space to understand more about climate change, environmental issues that are rising within the community. And this pushed me more to understand how many people are being influenced or how many people are being impacted by climate. So when I realized that there is a lot of young people, there's a lot of very many people who are facing more hazardous environmental issues than what I faced, I was like, why can't I start up advocacy such that other people cannot be impacted in that line, but at least let them have the information, let them understand how we can go about a few things within our community. And this has helped to have a mindset change in most of the communities, gave them power, because I believe if we give out information, it is a way to having access to power, and then we can take up decisions in our areas.
Okay. No, powerful. Because the reason I asked the question is that you're not the only one. Out of everyone that we've interviewed on the show, there's probably one that always knew that they'll be in the space. Even myself, I did not know that I'll be sitting here speaking to you, speaking about climate change and how we can use and save and preserve our planet. It's just something. It's always been there. I've always been involved in small aspects of change, small aspects of community development, youth development, but I needed guidance, package it into one thing that would actually come in and make a difference. And that's why we have this show. And that's why we have this show, because I realized that I'm not alone in this. There's quite a lot of us that this journey finds along the way. And the nice thing that you are doing with your project is that you are giving the youth the opportunity to have this knowledge whilst they are still in schools, to participate in this preservation whilst they're still in schools. And that's what the show is about. That preservation, sharing of that knowledge and skill down to the youth in preschool. Even a 3-year-old needs to participate. They can just join in, just observe what is happening. At least they'll have more options in terms of their career choice, who they want to be. They can identify themselves in this space, whether they do entertainment, whether they do biology, whether they do science, or they want to be medical doctors. There is still a need for environmental sustainability. And you are doing that somewhere.
Yeah, and actually we should not be limited by saying it's only given to environmental activists or environmental scientists alone. So we need to give it to everybody. Let everybody understand that you can take action from wherever you are, even if you are doing that least job you think you are doing, but you can do something bigger from where you are. Just imagine if you are driving a car every day, and instead of dropping the plastic bottle out of your car, and you just leave it within your car until where you're going to do the cleanup of the car from, and the person who is doing the cleanup collects all those water bottles from your car and dispose them off collectively in their disposable point at the washing bay. That can really bring an impact in the environment, because we all believe that, or we all understand science, that it is more safer to leave a plastic bottle the way it is than burning it, because the more you burn, you are breaking its components. And now after burning, all these components will go into the air, and now it will bring more other issues that will lead to cancer and other diseases that we don't really want to look at. So even if a parent cannot be able to take action, at least encourage your kid, at least encourage the community members around you to take an action. For us, when we were starting, we were only looking at if someone can give us space to plant 10 fruit trees in their compounds, only 10 fruit trees. We realized that very many people are willing to offer space, but they're not willing to take action. So what we did was like, okay, you give us space, we shall give you fruit trees. So when they gave us space, we had to give them an extra effort by asking them to take care of these trees. At least by the end of the year, we need to have a report from them. So this has really impacted a lot, that even young people have now been taking up the trees within their communities. They plant them, and then they take a photo and share with us, say, yes, we have planted this tree. We would love to know how far it will grow. So it is really something not easy, but just imagine if a doctor wakes up in the morning and is talking about mental health, and yet is one of the biggest challenges we are having. But it is coming in because most of young people, most of the people we are living with, don't talk about climate issues. Just imagine you wake up in the morning, you are looking for food, you are looking for money, and then it floods, or it rains and floods in your community. This means you will not be able to have food, you will not be able to take your kids to school, or even the kids will not be able to go to school because roads have been destroyed. So in the process, it will lead to mental health. Somebody will be stressed because of that. And the only person who can come out to describe or give out the clear view of this is now be a doctor who will talk about the mental health and how best can people run away from being mentally disturbed with some of these issues. How best can we tackle such issues? So in that way, the doctor will be doing his part in line with mental health, maintaining or healing. Yes, so there is a lot of work we can do, and it's not that only people who are into climate space can do better, but if we give more other people the opportunity to also explore out the lines, the duties they can do. Let it be like now we are here on this show, and then the DJ wakes up in the morning and talks about, like, I have a program of planting 100 trees, support DJ Sancho to do this. So these 100 trees, every person will be like, I'm planting this tree for DJ Swanjo, or I'm planting this tree for this show. So you ask the people to plant the trees and then share their photos. For you, you'll be amplifying their voice because they have planted the tree. However, you'll be doing a very great action that you cannot even imagine, or that you cannot even have done as a person within one day. So this is how activities come. And then when you look at entertainment industry, that's because that's where very many young people are. Oh, that's where very many young people are heading to. How best can we bring okay, let me finish this. How best can we bring young people on board to have fun that is stress-free, but at the same time we are doing it with a cause, like the way we are doing causes like run for cancer free, run for HIV free. Can we also have a concert? Can we also have a festival where young people come, just connect with nature, either in the forest, just connect with nature, have silent music, such that young people can feel the vibe or the music that is within the forest or within whatever setting will be, but with the cause that whatever comes out of this event, we are looking at planting maybe 1 million trees in this area, or we are looking at educating young people in the different schools to understand or to have an impact on climate education. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a very touching subject, this one, for me as well. But let's take a break. We'll be back.
How do you know the life of personal coach you're about to work with is who they say they are? How do you know if they can do the job? At the Africa Board for Coaching, Consulting and Coaching Psychology, we can tell you. So, before you share your secrets and spend your money, check with us first. Visit www.abccccp.com or call us on 012-751-7608. The ABCCP, the professional body for coaches.
Okay, and then we are back, guys. We're back, and we have someone here from Uganda telling us good news, all the good things that they do, all the good things that you can do, all the good things that you can share, how you can do it, how you can prevent a lot of things. And involving every sector, from entertainment to sports to religion to government, private sector, traditional leaders as well, the youth, the young kids in schools. Someone is doing it. It's doing a lot. So this is not a one-man job, guys. I hope you guys are listening there at home to this show. This is not a one-man job. This is not a two-man job. It's a everyone job. It's a you job. It's a me job. It's everyone job. You know. Yes, we have government leaders. It's your job. Yes, you are playing soccer. You are playing for Orlando Pirates. You're playing for Al Ahly. You're playing for Nigeria. You're playing for Barcelona. You are swimming. You are in Olympics, doing marathons. It's not a one-man job. It's your job too. It's your responsibility to take care of your space. Otherwise, you will not have a place to run or to play that sports. You know, you would not have a place to have those events. And yeah, let's make it more fun. Let's make it more fun. Samuel, thank you for sharing all of this knowledge and for taking the time. There's a lot we can speak about. I think we would need about 100 hours to talk. But for now, I just want to conclude this segment with finding out from you. I know you mentioned how we can get involved, but now, if now they are paying full attention to you and they called all their friends and family members, since someone is talking, what do you want to say to them?
What I can start with, I'll start with the elders, because they normally would say, they would also think that they're being left out of the system. It's not too late, and you should not think that you are being left out of the system. You are our elders, and you think you have experienced a lot than we have. So we encourage you that you give us guidance, you guide us, and also you are the people who are into the different systems of funding. So support us, give us the fundings, and let us implement some of the projects too. Give space to young people. I'm talking about the elders. Give space to young people, so that young people can also be able to exercise their thinking, exercise their innovations, because if they don't exercise when you are still around in your guidance, it will be hard for them to exercise when you have left. And to the young people, you are not alone. I know this, because most of the people who are into different awareness, different projects, they think that they are the only ones who are doing that project. But no, the whole system, the whole public is on your side, is here to help you to make sure that your projects get onto a good goal that you want to achieve. However, the only challenge that I feel like young people really face is that we always look at rushing. We always look at doing the project today and get it done tomorrow. No, we need to look at how sustainable will this project run, what is our community target, and what is the age bracket that we are looking at, such that young people, or every person that you bring on board, has a goal to achieve, has an impact you bring within their communities. Let us not look at working for every big community, like to do a bigger number, but without causing an impact. Let us look at a small number that we can have an impact on. And these are the same people that will refer you to the other bigger community, or the bigger number that you would love to have at the end. So let us work with an impact in the community. Now, to the young people, please chase that dream that you feel like you want to have in your life. Make sure that you do it systematically, because nobody will tell you that the dream you are chasing is real, but it's only you who can make it real, because there are very many people who have chased for that dream and they have achieved it. Others have failed to achieve it. But because you believe in yourself and you can make sure that you can have the dream, so make sure that you can have it at the end.
Lovely. And one important thing, somewhere, if they need to talk to you, if they need your advice, if they need to find out more about you, where do they find you? How do they find you?
The best would be emails, because emails are easy to, or I would say it's an official way of communicating with someone, and it's very easy. So I'll share my email. My email is Samuel Tenywa 708@gmail.com. Samuel, then Tenywa is TENYWA 708@gmail. On social media platforms, you will find Samuel Tenywa, that is on Twitter, Samuel Hands, that is on my Instagram, and on Facebook I use Samuel Hands as well. So we can interact, we can have a one-on-one meeting, discuss about climate issues, discuss other issues, and see how best we can bring the young people on board to take action.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You just blessed everyone, not only the show. You blessed the whole continent, you blessed the whole world. And Keep on doing that. Keep on being a blessing. Keep shining this light. Keep making an impact. You blessed me.
And also, I've forgotten, like, there are those who are not on social media, who are not having emails and would love to WhatsApp. So my WhatsApp is +256 759 40 36 85.
There we go. And we'll share that. We'll share that as well when we'll share that on our bio description as well, with the viewers and listeners, so that they can get in touch. You are a special human being. We are all special human beings. Let's not spoil it by damaging our special place. Let's take care of our special place. Let's take care of ourselves. Samuel, thank you so much. My name is DJ Hotlane from Cape Town, South Africa. This is Vuga Online Radio, also on socials. All socials, Vuga Online Radio. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell us more, tell us what you want to know, tell us what you want to hear, tell us who you want us to talk to. Just say something. That's also a form of participating in this climate change. Just a comment. That's all it takes. And on YouTube, it's Vuga Online Radio as well. Thank you so much, Samuel, and you have a blessed day. Thank you to the people of Oxford District for taking care of this young man.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.